What's up guys and welcome, it's InfernoKun and I'm here today with some more Walking Dead news. Now of course we're getting the announcement over at E3 on Monday at 9 AM. But of course Job has been tweeting over on Twitter some more teasers for the announcement. Now he tweeted out about 3 of them before he ended it off, so let's go ahead and go over them because they are really interesting. I did not expect to have this kind of news before E3. Now the first tweet says, I think we're getting close enough to say that the fans of the game and especially the comic will be excited. That's the first tweet. Now, that could actually mean that they're getting more, closer into the comics, actually have it tie into the comics. Because right now the game is set in the universe of the comics. So, it's not really, they're tying into comic book material. They're like, just using the world to build off their own story. So that could mean that they may work more closer with Robert Kirkman to actually have some material from the comics in the game. Now, of course, Robert has been very linear on what they wanted in Telltale stuff because he's like, go ahead and do what you want to do with the game and do what you want to do with the story, because he doesn't like oversee them and say, hey, do this and this and this. He lets them do what they want to do. So they could be working more closely with Robert to actually have some of this stuff come in, and that's kind of a speculation as of right now. So we could probably see comic and the game be more closer together. Anyway, his next one he says, and no, this won't be centered on previous game characters. Expect something fresh, something untold. So this is probably the biggest one of all, not involving Clementine, not involving Kenny, not involving Jane, not involving anybody from their previous games. No one. I mean, that's pretty shocking to say the least, because we were all expecting, Krista, Kenny, Jane, or Clementine DLC, but it's not. It's probably new characters, probably a new fresh story, location, and everything else. That's pretty cool that we were actually moving on from Clementine's story and going somewhere else. Now, I love Clementine's story, I love Clementine, but hey, if they want new fresh material, I'm all for it and I'll go ahead and check it out. Now, I'm pretty excited for this because we get to see new characters, new perspective on things and stuff like that. So I'm actually pretty excited to see we're actually getting some new characters for once. Like, kind of a bit interesting to see, new stuff. So now, I don't know if they're actually gonna have them incorporated into season 3, have them be, the characters in season 3. Maybe season 3 is a new story, maybe they actually meet up with Clementine or something like that. Maybe we'll have to see about that. But anyways, then the last tweet he says, and yes, something bigger than a single episode. Then he ended the teasing right there at a big thing, more than one episode. Now I was expecting probably about 3 episodes at least. So it could be a mini series, probably even like an extra DLC that could be like 400 days and have new characters and new things in their journey in the apocalypse. So that's actually pretty cool. We got a bunch of new interesting, deets about the DLC or the spin-off or mini series coming out. So we got that the comic and the game will work closer together, maybe have more material from the comics be in the game. And then we have that this new thing won't be centered around the game characters from the previous seasons, like season 1 or season 2, so that's pretty interesting. Now, centered mean that it won't be like their main focus won't be on the game characters from the previous season, so they could involve them, it could be, it's a possibility, but its main focus won't be on the old characters, it'll be more on the new characters, so that's pretty cool. We get to see some new characters and a new story, something new and fresh. So, and then we're getting more than one episode, so that's pretty awesome. So, the guys watching this have been InfernoKun with my Walking Dead news. It's pretty interesting. I'm really excited to see what actually goes on because this is something really awesome. New characters, new story, new location maybe, and even a new experience. So, thank you all for watching. This has been InfernoKun with my Walking Dead news. Tell me down below what you guys think about the details that Job is saying on Twitter. It sounds really interesting. It sounds really fun and awesome. So, I can't wait to see what happens when we get the details, the full details, Monday at E3. This has been InfernoKun, and I'm out.